All right, we're here for another Pioneer League. I'm Tandy, and today we're going to be playing a little bit of the Red Wedding. This is a mono red deck splashing just for wedding announcement in the sideboard. Long story short, the deck has performed really well as a mono red deck in the past, and the only thing I was really having trouble with for a long time was Rakdos midrange. And I think the Rakdos midrange decks just do a great job of pressing their thumb down on the aggro decks of the format, thanks to Graveyard Trespasser gaining some life and being hard to kill, thanks to just a ton of spot removal and pieces of interaction. And what really ends up being a problem for these red decks is that you just kind of run out of steam when they hit the mid game, right? Kalidas, Trader of Get, Sheoldred the Apocalypse. These are cards that just sit and play, you know, and you can't really punch through them when their opponent has a bunch of removal to take care of it too. So after sideboard, it even gets worse, right? They have Extinction Event. They have Hidetsugu Consumes All. And so what ends up happening is you just have a lot of games that you lose because of sweepers. And the easiest way to combat all this stuff from this Rakdos deck is some sort of engine card. And in the past and other builds, you've seen me play things like Experimental Frenzy, but in this deck specifically, because we're playing Obosh the Prey Piercer, we have to play odd number stuff to keep Obosh around. And I want to stress that it's important to keep Obosh around because Obosh is specifically great against decks like Rakdos and against decks that can play a longer game. Anywhere where Experimental Frenzy would be good, Obosh is also very good. And losing that element to play a card from the sideboard, I think, is kind of missing the forest for the trees. You know what I'm saying? And so what I have been racking my brain over is trying to find a 3-drop engine card that would work well in that matchup. And I've tried all sorts of stuff, and nothing really came close to being good. Um, the best thing we had was Squee and Fable the Mirror Breaker were the two best, and I just like didn't really like either of them. And like a couple days ago, I just had a light bulb moment. It was like, oh, what if I just add white to the deck? And so this is actually video number 2 with Red Wedding, and with a slightly different build that matches my sideboard guide on my Patreon. You can check that out, patreon.com/Tandy. And we go over all the ins and outs for each matchup. But I think this deck's excellent. It's maybe the best aggro deck in the format, maybe the best deck in the format. I don't really know if there is a deck that I would consider to be a bad matchup anymore, because for Wedding Announcement in this build does make life a living hell for Rakdos. But the deck's awesome. You can use almost all your mana every turn thanks to Den of the Bugbear. Things like Bone Crusher Giant, you know, Chandra Dress to Kill, light up the stage. We just have so many ways to use our mana. Flooding's not really a problem. We're playing 20 lands only, but 2 Spikefield Hazard kind of doubles as extra mana. Chandra Dress to Kill when we hit 3 lets us get some extra mana so we can actually cast the Obosh. Things like light up the stage help us hit land drops as well. Overall, everything just clicks. You know, a lot of people, when they watch me play this deck, they're like, oh, wow, you drew so well. And I have to explain, they're like, I don't think I drew that well. I think the deck's just great. So we'll just have to wait and see. But we're going to play another league. We're going to see how it goes. All right, this hand is kind of stinky. We are on the play, and we do have a lot of ways to interact with our opponent. They're Gigantha, so that means they could be Rakdos, Sack. They could be number of things. I'm trying to figure out if this hand is even remotely playable against most of the decks that Gigantha would play. This hand is okay against exactly Rakdos Sack. It's not good against Jeskai Ascendancy. We really want creatures against Jeskai Ascendancy, so I think I'm going to mulligan. Gigantha also can maybe mean like an Omnath deck if they're built in a certain way. It's probably red-white. Oh, Heroic. I guess this hand is really good against Heroic. Maybe we should keep. There's a couple decks that it's really good against, I guess. Sheeran. You're playing this for FNM tonight? Nice. I think the deck's really good, guide. We could maybe cut White Source Roy. I'm not sure. All right, so it's Lotus Field probably, so we're in trouble. I'm just going to go with Play with Fire, Light Up. I guess we keep it on top right, and then we just go Skewer. And then next turn we just go Chandra, Phoenix Chick Attack. Oh, never mind. They're shocking for Keratin. So it's Lotus, or not Lotus. What you call it? Niv? Just gotta try to burn them out. Oh, I can't take credit for. Oh, you mean with the spike thing? Taylor came up with a deck name. What's up, Kaburb? Doing all right, man. Mono. I'm gonna shock and put Obosh in hand. Black, green, white, red, blue, so they can bring to light for something. I love how my opponent's literally just gonna do nothing all game except play Bring to Light. Blood Baron of Viscopa. What the fuck? I don't even know, man. Blood Baron of Viscopa. I don't know what's happening, you know? I don't get it. I think I'm easily going to lose, though, because of it. But if it was, like, literally any 5-drop, it wouldn't be that good. We, kind of sweating here. We can draw something like Skewer the Critics or Light Up the Stage. Like, I'll probably zero this next turn, looking for something fucked up if we don't draw anything great. I'm assuming my Obosh is going to die. I also was just assuming they're bringing to light something. Bring to light also would have been bad. This is just kind of a random thing to lose to. Yeah, that's all T-Spain on that one. I've been calling it Obosh Wedding for 3 days, and he's just like, why is it not called the Red Wedding? I'm like, oh yeah. Duh. Here comes the dragon. Or the BTO. Dealer's choice. The Dagron. So they found BTL and Growth Spiral. They're definitely going to keep BTL. Okay. All right, so I think I have to. They have to block Obosh. Do I flip a card with Chandra or do I deal damage? Let's see. Can I play Chandra land plus? 1, 2, 3. No, but we can get them to like 1. They block here. They take 2, 4, 6. But if I activate the den, they're dead. If I activate the den, let's see. They block here. They take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're just dead on board. Am I missing something? I guess they can have a 1-mana thing. I know that these don't double, so that's 4, 5, 6, and then they block these 2. Yeah. I just thought I was dead. I don't know. Whatever. All right. Wedding announcement's good here. We're gonna cut some shocks. We're gonna cut 2 wild slash 2 play fire. All right, this hand's pretty good. I think I'll lead with Chick, maybe. Maybe I'll leave with Soul Scar into double haster. Ooh, no white source yet. Let's hope we draw one. I played a couple aggressive creatures and swing. We don't have the white yet for the wedding announcement, and at this point, if we don't draw one soon, a lot of them are going to enter the battlefield tapped, make it a lot worse. But we do have Chandra plus Tick Up plus Skewer, so we can attack through all this shit. I feel like they have something because they haven't F6'd. But whatever they have, you know, it's either going to tap the Caryatid to kill a creature, or they're going to take some damage from their stuff, so we'll just keep slamming. I don't know. This matchup's weird because, like, Bring to Light's just a 1-card combo, and so if they play Sweeper and a Bring to Light 1-card combo, like, Just can't do anything sometimes. Yeah, Abrupt Decay, whatever. They're gonna trade to save themselves some life. Sick turn. I mean, you know, it is what it is. We're still maybe not ahead yet. Colossus? Okay, we're way ahead. They're way dead. Very, very strange card to be in against me. We could have skewered them, but it doesn't really do much. I want to maybe skewer them with Obosh in play. So next turn, if we draw land, we can Obosh plus skewer for 6 damage. Attack with ease. All right, they bought... Or they cycle Ragran Triumph. I thought they bought Giganta. That's way better for me. But neither are that scary, though. All right, so we go Obosh, tick up, skewer. Deal them a bunch. Attack with these two. If they want to trade, they can. Otherwise, they go to 1. Let's see what happens. They didn't kill the Obosh in response, so they're probably dead or blocking. There we go. Easy 1-0. Alright. Lost the die roll, but opening hand's pretty darn good. We'll lead off with some Soul Scar. Maybe kill a creature or 2. Beat them up. Oh, we're dead. I've never beaten Arboreal Grazer in my life, chat. I don't plan to start today. We're going to do our best, though. I have no sideboard cards for this matchup. I basically never play against it. Well, it blocks diamonds. Well, they didn't have the copy land, so we might be okay. This deck is dope. I think so too. So I think it's real good. All right, we're just gonna go face with both. If they want to kill the creature they block, that's fine. Otherwise, the Grazer should die. They'll take a bunch of damage. So what's 3, 6, 9, 12? They're at 8, and their Grazer's dead, and we have Stomp in hand. So they have to kill us next turn or sweep us next turn. They don't really have a whole lot in the way of instants, so I don't even know what this could be. Cycle Shark Typhoon or something? Dig Through Time? Oh my god. How did we walk into Dig Through Time? Could we have played around it? Possibly? That's so wild. Jelamoose, Chandra Dress to Kill is the future of Red, man. The fact that it turns on Light of the Stage and Skewer the Critics just makes it so powerful. I almost never do the flip a card. It's almost always plus a damage and plus a mana, and it's so useful because we have so many ways to use our mana. Slash and Spikefield the Grazer to play around it. Yeah, we could have. We could have. Good call. That would have been better. I just didn't even think about it. I just thought they had nothing. Like, why would you pass the turn there, you know? Yeah, I know it gave him, but killing it with the Exile would have been way better instead of hitting face. Nice, Squeegee. Game's over? I know. I thought it was over last turn or whatever. I just said I've literally never beaten Arboreal Grazer in my life. Put one back in the library. Let's see. Do I give him multiple tutors? Let's see. We can just put Masterminds back in, or we put Behold back in. Omni plus this is the same though. So, all right, whatever. I think it's just always dead, right? Because the 3 cards you tutor for is always good enough. But like, load Omniscience plus Either is also good enough. Yeah, if we exile the Grazer, we have a shot. That's fine. I want to see what they kill us with. Because if it's just so they're searching library. Okay, so I just want to see how they kill us. I know we're dead, but it might change how we play our sideboard. I wonder if I win the game if I kill the Grazer with the Spike Field though. I wonder if they can't quite do anything. Maybe they'll mess up. Maybe they haven't done this every league for the last 10 months. All right, it is approach. All right, whatever. I wonder if they can possibly whiff. All right. Do we want anything? Not really. Soul Guide Lantern can maybe do something, but I'd rather just burn them. If I draw Soul Guide Lantern with them at 2, I think I'd want to throw up in my mouth. On the play, no 1-drop creature. I think we got a mulligan. 1-drop creatures just equate to so much damage. I'll keep this. Put back Bone Man. If I would side on anything, it'd likely be Bone Crusher Giant. I usually lead with Soul Scar over Swift Spear like every time. I would rather have a creature coming in with haste later on, whereas the Soul Scar doesn't have haste, because I'm able to maybe cast more spells later on. Like here, I need to hit a land drop, so I'm going to attack, play Light Up, try to hit. Hit Soakins on. I think I'm going to just Swift Spear. And then now we can go Swift Spear. If we draw a land, we go Swift Spear, Light Up this stage, Wild Slash combo. If we don't draw a land, I don't know what I'm going to do. Turn 2 Grazer. Wonder if I should just hit Light Up the stage again now. They didn't play a land. What the fuck? There's no way they kept a 1-laner. They definitely have Lotus in hand. They kept 1-land Lotus. Hoping to hit. Jesus Christ. So many 1-drops. Just give me a land! Wow, they conceded. That's so good for me. I was not doing great. Okie dokie. Every game, huh? Every game with the Arboreal Grazer. Every game with that motherfucker. They didn't have another land? What is happening? They have to block. I'm gonna probably just spike it down. Or you can do some attacking later. Next turn, I'll go double Phoenix Chick and this attack with everybody. Whatever they block, I can Wild Slash to kill it. Another Grazer. Very cool. I mean, their hands very clearly has Lotus Field or a bunch of other similar shit in it, right? Like, I'm hoping they block here and one of these or something. They'll probably block here. So we'll do this and clear everything. And now we just have free reign to deal damage. Everything's exiled too, so no tricky dig through times. Good luck, Broadside. All 4 Grazer. Blocks Diamond. I guess we finally found the one time we could beat it, huh, chat? The one time we can beat our boy Grazer. Sounds pretty good. Noobtube, excuse me. We are 2-0. We beat Lotus, but their draws were wonky, and we beat 5-color Niv. And I don't know. I think that matchup's fine. It's just always scary. It's not that I ever think that matchup's bad. It's just always scary. I feel it on that, YouTube. Hope you're having a good Friday. It's the weekend tomorrow, chat. I get to watch new Lord of the Rings finale with Callie. That'd be nice. So, Raph, happy Friday to you as well. Top picks for Atlanta. Little awkward. The Chandra keeps, or the Thalia keeps me from playing the Chandra, so we'll just play with Fire this. Play live the stage post combat. Boomtube's an old card from an old game that some of my friends used to play. We used to pass around the Boomtube as like a joke. If you got it, it was like the circle game, or like you lost the game type thing. All right, Thaw's Lieutenant. No big deal. All right, so let's go Needle Verge, Chandra. I wonder if I should flip a card over. If we hit a... Oh, I guess no. We can only play the one thing anyway. Might as well get into damage. If they attack and kill the Chandra, then we get to Den of the Bugbear them. It would likely take activating the Mutavault and playing another 1-drop and having a land. Okay, well, they have the lands. Here comes Adeline. Adeline will do it. That sucks, actually. Didn't consider Adeline in that sequencing. Maybe I should have held back, but maybe I should have just played Bone Crusher instead of the thing. I feel like I'm in a lot of trouble now, man. God, how did I missequence this so badly? What if instead of killing the Thalia on 3, we just played Bone Crusher Giant? God, the game would be so different now. Man, I just didn't get my foot on, like, I didn't get my foot in the door. The Live Sage was okay. I don't know, man. It's tough. Like, we just have to kill this before it gets too big, I think. Like, we're nowhere close to playing Obosh. Like, we have to try to clean up the board a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just buy Obosh and say go. Use Swift Spirit to block token, take a ton of damage, then play Obosh and, like, try to burn them out over two turns or something. I don't know. I feel like I really threw this game just sequencing-wise. We could have played it much differently. I do think White Winnie is potentially one of our tougher matchups, so if I can fix it after board, I think we'll be fine. I think I could have won this game easily if I just sequenced differently, but I just didn't have the foresight to think about exactly what they were going to do over the next few turns. Like, they really needed this land drop. Without this land drop, I think they die. But with the land drop, you know, I'm kind of fucked. Oh, it's Cygnus. I didn't realize. Nice. Our opponent is friend of the channel, Cygnus BR. The Grinder. This is not great. I wonder if this is Brave the Elements lethal. Yep. All right. Bit of a miss sequencing. End up losing to Adeline. Huge problem, but we get to make up for it after board. We got 8 cards coming in. I'm going to be boarding out Phoenix Chick and probably light up the stage. I like the Dress to Kills. You could maybe make an argument to leave in light up the stage and cut Dress to Kill. But I think when you're ahead, Dress to Kill is so nuts. And it helps you actually play your spells. Whereas Live to Sage kind of just does nothing sometimes. You have to play it in weird spots because it's like hard to actually turn on Spectacle sometimes in the matchup. Just because they're so good at blocking. Alright, we'll keep. Alright, Swiss Spear down. We'll probably stomp whatever gets played here. Unless we draw another 1-drop, then we'll slash and play a 1-drop probably. But stomp into cast Bone Crusher on 3 I think is good. Today we're just playing a little bit of Pioneer, focusing on this mono red deck, splashing just for wedding announcement. We call it the Red Wedding. Don't we, chat? We love to call it the Red Wedding. Alright, so we'll attack. If they block, we'll stomp face. If they don't, we'll just chill. And we'll stomp some other thing they play. They play Thalia. I'll probably EOT / Thalia instead of stomping. Okay, so we need to put a stop here. Play the Bone Daddy. Get the Bone Daddy down. Why do you keep your Pornhub closed when playing MTGO, Planert? Hey, wow. This is not something I was expecting. It's going to be pretty good, too. Hopefully we draw Chain Whirler. Smash in for 7. Put them down to 9 or a chump block. Down with either. Chump block means very hard to kill Chandra, which means steamrolling. 3 blockers on Wedding Announcement plus a Glorious Anthem, though. Pretty good, maybe. Pretty good. Traction Specialist is particularly annoying. I really hate playing against this card. See where they put the counter. Okay, okay. Alright, so let's go upstairs. Chain Whirler is an outrageous draw. If they have Brave the Elements here, I'm going to be big sad. And next turn, my Chain Whirler is going to be much weaker, so let's go. Let's hope they don't have it, right? We'll go for Chain Man, see what they do. If they Brave in response, I guess I'll stomp Aspirant. Maybe I should have attacked first. Attack with Bone Man, see what they do. Oh, damage can't be prevented. Damage can't be prevented. Whoopsie. That's so sick. That's like the first time that's ever come up. Okay. I'm gonna keep Chandra around. Maybe I should not have attacked with everything. I don't know. Guess it didn't matter too much. So we can skewer here. Cast Bone Man. Try to keep Chandra alive as much as possible. I don't know if we double block the extraction specialist. Maybe we do. But if they attack with both human and Mutavault at Chandra, we'll probably trade and eat the token. Another wedding announcement. That's brutal. All right. Top card. Skewer. We just can't fight this, man. This is too strong. From this board position, I guess this is just until next turn. So we go Spike Field, face, Skewer face, put Obosh in hand. And they can send everything as Chandra to kill it, but then we play Obosh and maybe we ride Obosh to victory. It's going to be difficult, though. I want a Peacekeeper. Okay, so they make Obosh cost 2 more. That's annoying. Now we need to draw a land to be able to play it. Chandra's going to survive, though. That's a big deal. I think I played this whole match badly. I think we could have won maybe both games. If I had realized sooner that the Bone Crusher stopped the Brave the Elements, I would have played much differently. I could have stomped instead the Extraction Specialist, and then it would have died. Is this anything weird going on? I just get to eat this, right? There's some +1/+1 thing I'm missing. Also, why did these attack and this didn't attack? I don't understand what's going on. Maybe I should have brought in my wedding announcements in the matchup? They seemed very good, but we're doing two different things, really. They could have been attacking with like 4/4 Mutavaults. I guess they're just so low on life, they just don't want to randomly get cheesed out by Obosh. Jesus Christ. All right, well, they're letting us potentially cheese them out. We just got to draw like back-to-back burn spells to kill them. They probably should have gotten a little more aggressive at some points. We'll never really be able to attack through the... I mean, I guess we can just hope that they make a mistake, right? Chainman here is absurd. It's actually not. It's only 2 damage to everything. Torbrand's the one that does 2 extra damage. Obosh is just double. That's fine. Everyone does it. It's there. I do it all the time. 4th wedding announcement. All right, let's see if they make a mistake. They're so likely to kill me in the next 2 turns. I'm gonna blow this thing up. All right, we just need to draw running burn spells. It's not it. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Den. Yeah, all the flip cards are the mana value of the thing in front. I feel like they should have been attacking a bunch, but I think they're just waiting for critical mass. Now everything's 4/4. Now everything's 5/5 next turn, but all right. Well, we're done now. It's fine. Why would they bring announcement in this matchup? I don't think it's that bad of an idea. I think that after sideboard, a lot of decks like mine become really interactive with Rending Volley, Chain Whirler, and stuff. And it becomes similar to when you're playing against like a control deck when they have sweepers and just a ton of load to the ground cheap removal. The moment they cast it on 3, I was like, holy shit, I'm just dead, right? Like my Rending Volleys are 1,000 times worse. Like everything's just so much worse. I don't know if I'm actually dead. I haven't counted. 7, 28. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. We have 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything's 5/5. Tough match. Opponent's a Giganta deck. Now they're probably aggressive. Daniel Pena usually high on the leaderboard, and high on the leaderboard usually means a ton of magic, and a ton of magic usually means aggro. All right, sacrifice instead. I think we played against them yesterday, actually. All right, pretty D straw. We'll just go ahead and get both Swiftspears down. What do you think the matchup spread between this and Mono White? What do you mean? I think that Mono White is bad against Rakdos. And wedding announcement is helpful, but you need something else. And my deck incorporates that and Chandra, right? And I think that that's really the true difference between them. I think it's attack, but Obosh in hand. I assume they're just going to kill 1 or 2 creatures here. Okay, they're sacking their Witch's Oven to Deadly Dispute. I'm just going to pass priority. I'm just going to put Obosh in hand, I think. You think I'll see a lot of meta in this team event? No, it'll be very condensed. You'll see just like the top 5 decks in the format is all. That's generally how it goes. Are you coming to Philly in November for the SEG? I'm thinking about it, Simic. Why, you want to buy my beer and play some craps? All right, this matchup, pretty grindy. I think wedding announcement's actually great. I don't think the shocks are very good. Bone Crusher Giant is maybe bad as well. I guess it really depends on their build and what's bad. I don't really like Soul Guide Lantern against Cat Evan. I think it's just too weak. Chain Whirler is interesting though. They might have stuff that I want to clear out instead of like shocking it or whatever, right? But I feel like this is gonna make my curve too high if I board in these two. So let's just let's get some slash and play with fire out. My go-to is to side out 4 shocks for 4 wedding announcements whenever wedding announcement's good. I don't think I keep this one. This one seems like an easy mull. Alright, this hand is not much better, but we're gonna keep because we got some threats. I'm gonna put back the shock. I think the shock's the worst card of the bunch, but it's close. You could maybe make an argument for Skewer, but I like Skewer because it can kill Mayhem Devil. You can argue Chandra because it costs 3 and only have the 1 land, but I think Chandra just has the highest upside if we draw out of it. I get Phoenix Shakedown, get him in there. Okay. Yakuza League 5-minute win against Enigmatic. That's how it be. It do be like that sometimes. Alright, let's smash. Swift Hero most certainly dying. We'll play Soulscar post combat. They keep sacking Witch's Oven to Deadly Dispute. It makes me think Deadly Dispute should not be in the deck. Whenever I played the deck, the Witch's Oven version, that's kind of how I felt. I just felt like I didn't have enough artifacts to pop it off. Like I love Deadly Dispute in the Oni Cold Anvil version, you know? But in the like creature dense versions, it's always felt worse. I had to sack Oven like 1 out of 5 games or something. It just always sucked. Land would be dope. Alright, let's hope they didn't draw Fatal Push. They didn't have a removal spell last turn for the Swiftspear, so I assume they just don't have it. We'll just Zorp them. Dennis Chaddock. Sorry if I butchered that. Thanks for the follow. You like betting on the corners where the 4 numbers meet? What's that called? I don't know. Are you talking about World? There's a World bet where you bet 11, 12, 2, and 3. Mia him devil. Mia he Ryan. Alright, well, we're gonna lose all our shit here. This is a big suck. Mayhem Devil is just such a fucking dumb card, man. My opponent's just like, do nothing, do nothing, do nothing. Oh, play Mayhem Devil. Wipe your whole board. Aha. Yeah, that's by design, Seeker. Top card. Light up the stage. Alright, I'm gonna attack with just Phoenix Chick. They can bring back the familiar to kill it. Then I'll just hard cast, I guess. Maybe I should have hard cast anyway, but I don't think I can win this game, unfortunately. Cat Oven plus Mayhem Devil is just a nightmare. Okay. Guess we'll just go and play Kamano. Alright, I'll just block the token. I agree on slots, Jabari, but Other games are fun if you know what you're doing. Like you're just risking a bunch of money to try to win more money. I think that a lot of people find that pretty fun. I know I do. And we just find interesting ways to do it in different combinations of ways. All right, well, cat's coming back. We're getting drained and brained. We're getting dinned and bend. All right, Fable the Mirror Breaker. No big, right? Giganta. Can I win? Is the question. How do I win? This is easy. And Chandra, tick up, stomp. Just play Obosh. Just play Obosh, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, we could play Raidane. That's kind of cool because we can play the 4-drop on the backside. I don't think Sack is a big enough part of the meta to warrant it. And all it does is stop Mayhem Devil. And like we could just play a bunch of mana red cards that kill it, right? Like I wouldn't mind cutting the Soul Guide Lanterns for something else. Like you could argue cutting 2 Soul Guide Lantern, at least 1 Chain Whirler, at least 1 Running Volley, and just spreading that out among other matchups. My sideboard is just extremely hyper focused on well, like the top of the meta. All right, I think I am dying here before I can block, but we're gonna block anyway. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so they're gonna kill Obosh instead of killing me. They could have just killed me. Literally, if they just sack 2 treasures pre-combat damage, I die. Maybe they make a mistake here, though. I guess killing the Obosh is guaranteeing that I can't win anyway, so it doesn't matter. But they could have legit killed me, so whatever. All right, I'm just gonna save Skewer for as long as I can, I guess. Okay, quads. I feel like my draws this league have been a bit worse than they were the last time I played the deck. Not to fear, though. All right, I'm keeping this. I honestly don't know what to put back. I guess I'll put back a Kamano. But turn 1 Kamano, turn 2 Kamano live. This stage doesn't sound bad. I guess I'll just put back Skewer and just hope they don't have Mayhem Devil very early. Good play Boros Charm. We could just cut Obosh, play Mono Red, play Frenzy. 3-4 Frenzy in the sideboard with a bunch of burn doesn't sound that bad. But I just really like the Obosh build a lot. And I don't think the 2-drops are very good at all. Alright, we'll play another command. Oh, we played it backwards. I meant to play Swiftspear first. I missed the damage. That's my bad. I knew that what I was supposed to do, and I just clicked too quickly. So we just missed the damage. Next turn, though, one of these flips, we get to light up the stage. If we draw a land, we go Chandra light up the stage pre-combat. That'd be sick. Okay, claim into sack. Okay, it's fine. I don't really care about getting hit for a little bit of damage. It's basically the same as a Fatal Push, just with extra steps. Land 1 time dealer? Oh, they get 2 treasures, though? Or 2 food? Bummer. Alright. Harvester is fine. Everything except Mayhem Devil is able to be beaten. Mayhem Devil is just always the killer. The Stone Cold. The slow death. Alright, let's go Swifty. Gonna make a mana and light it up. Looking for a way to clear the blocker. Chandra another light up. Alright, we can maybe Chandra again next turn if we need extra damage or something. A Wedding and a Bone Crusher. Alright, this is an easy attack. Next turn is a pretty hard sequencing. I guess if we draw a land, we can go Wedding plus Stomp. That's probably fine. If they have removal here plus this block, I'm probably in some trouble. If all they do is trade and pass, though, we're in great shape. Now they need like a big sweeper here. Oh, they're looting. That's good news. That means desperation. Fourth mana source. Something like a Kalitas out of the sideboard could be bad here. Mayhem Devil could be bad here. They don't have a way to sack easily, though, so... I don't know. They have to like steal something and then sack? Man, that's brutal. It's a sick combination of shit. I guess they can only sack and deal one, huh? It's not that bad. So they can't even kill one of these. Okay. And they kind of have to block with Mayhem Devil too, so I think Stomp puts them in a bad spot. Alright, swing on them. The Stomp puts them to 5, they take 4, and then the Chandra kills them. They're tapped out. Yeah, Stomp's lethal. I just have to plus the Chandra at end of combat. Easy lethal. Alright. It's great. We'll lead with Soulscar into Phoenix Ship tap land, probably. It's like Chalice of the Void or Blood Moon or whatever. Too good? I don't know. Annoying? You betcha. You betcha! Yeah, a lot of people hated playing 80 card Yorion. Yo! Mikey Braverman, thanks for the 4 months, my friend. Appreciate you. Welcome back to the Thought Squad. Let's get some sub-rats in the chat. Thanks to Empty for the sub-rats. I'll throw them up too. Whenever we get a sub-chat, make sure to throw up sub-rats if you got them. If you're new to the channel and you don't want to watch ads, consider using your Prime sub here. I stream 2-3 leagues a day, Monday through Friday. Wednesday, I take the day off to write an article for my Patreon, usually about the decks I've been playing during the week, whichever one's my favorite, and do a sideboard guide. If you're interested in the Patreon or any of the written content, you can check it out. Bone Man. So just plain old Rakdos, I guess, huh? A land there for the Chandra would have been a heater on a dry board. Unfortunately, we're left with this. Next turn, I'll probably just cast Bone Man if I draw a land. Depending on what they do. I don't know, Energized. Maybe because he made some bad fucking decisions. Turns out when you make bad decisions in that universe, you get fucking annihilated. No land on top, we're going to bottom it. We will skewer this dumb idiot. Gem him. Turns out when you make big dumb mistakes in your universe, everyone turns on you and kills you. Turns out when you promise to marry somebody to fuse 2 houses together so that you can join forces and beat the bad guys, but then instead don't, and then marry somebody else, yeah, turns out someone might want to kill you. I want to see you die. Welcome to that universe. All right, so they shocked, right? Is that right? Is that true? All right. All right. All right, so we go Stomp You, untap, Chandra, take up, play with fire, kill. Beats most things. They have to have removal for a Phoenix Chick, and they haven't played a Fatal Push yet. Fable's fine. Oh, they're dead anyway. I don't even need to hit with the Phoenix Chick. All right, let's see if these red weddings do their job. Cut the 4 shocks as per usual. I occasionally keep in Spikefield Hazard, or sorry, I occasionally keep in Play with Fires and cut the Spikefield Hazard when I'm on the draw. But I think that that's just bad. I think we should just always have more mana sources so we can cast Wedding Announcement on curve. See, now we have 5-land Wedding Announcement, right? They're mulliganing to 6. They definitely won't have Thoughtseize. I'm going to keep it just to see how... I just want to know if Wedding Announcement is good enough on its own. I just want to see how bad it is for them. But this is a pretty bad hand otherwise, right? What bad decisions led to this excellent deck? Getting hammered by Rakdos over and over when I was trying to play it. That's really it. Run €8? That's pretty expensive, honestly. I think I'm going to play Spikefield Hazard just because I might need to curve all the way up to 5 mana. And even though it can deal damage, I think if at any point it enters tapped, it could be bad for us. And it's very unlikely to do anything. All right, so Din there entering tapped is awkward, but Sweating Announcement here is going to be pretty good. I'm going to attack with... Should I go with both and draw a card? I kind of want a 1-1, but I think I'll attack with both and draw a card. I think drawing a card is probably better than a 1-1. Ooh, another Wedding Announcement. Nice. I don't think so, Needle Plague. I like my cards being able to attack without having to play a spell. I think in general that card's just bad. Alright, so let's play another Swifty. I'm going to play another Wedding Announcement probably. Just try to keep pushing damage. We didn't need to play it on red. We probably should have played it on white, to be honest. I don't know what's happening. They're just like not casting any spells. Not discarding anything, not casting anything. I think they're just waiting for Head Tsugu, but it's just not good enough. Or Extinction, or their hand's just like all Extinction events or whatever. And our Wedding Announcement draw is very good against Extinction event. We're actually probably in bad shape against exactly Kalidas. I think we're okay against Sheoldred. Also, not trying to get tokens off these also makes Hidetsugu's worse for us. Getting cards in hand's way better. Sheoldred's fine. Thoughtseize you? Wow. No one ever has Thoughtseize against me after sideboard. It's kind of wild. They have to take the other Wedding Announcement, I think. How about draw Skewer? I just get to go Skewer, Bone Crusher, kill this thing, attack. Okay. So if we attack with these, they have to block here. So I'm trading, if I don't attack, right? I think I'm fine trading Swiss beer for reflection. Drawing a lot of lands. I kept a lot of lands in my opener though, so I guess I haven't drawn that many lands. Grand scheme. Did get Thoughtseize twice. Wedding Announcement is kind of similar to History of Benalia. It's not as explosively aggressive, but it's certainly in the same vein of just generating a bunch of bodies and doing good stuff. Dreadbore on the Planeswalker's fine. Interesting attack. Alright, I guess we just put Obosh in hand. Okay. Clears out my little guys. Oh, that'll be lethal. I'll just kill him while we can. Shieldred doesn't have lifelink. Shieldred has Death Touch. Wedding Announcement very easily carried this whole game, though. And a 4-1. And you got to see Wedding Announcement beat the absolute brakes off Rakdos in our aggro deck, man. Literally, each one of them drew like 3 cards. Easy. Easy. Our one loss, what was our one loss to? White Winnie, and I played medium. We have 8 sideboard cards for that matchup already. I don't think we can add more. I think Soul Guide Lantern needs to be something else, though. I don't know what, though. I know that people started losing to Greasefang a bit more whenever I cut it, or whenever they cut it. Alright, 4-1. Yeah. You think you can main deck Announcement? I've actually talked a little bit about that. I think it's possible, yeah. I don't know what I would cut. I really like all the 1-drops. The only thing I kind of want to cut from the deck is the 2 Wild Slash, but I side them out a bunch. But they're pretty good in game 1, and they just give me kind of like enough things to do. And I don't want to cut a 1-drop for a 3-drop. I just think the main deck's perfect, except the mana base. Mana base could maybe be 2-3 lands different. I mean, you could like cut 2 Den of the Bugbear, add 2 Battlefield Forge, add 1 Battlefield Forge and a Mountain. You could cut Inspiring Vantage, add 2 more Battlefield Forge or whatever. Like, I don't know. I think 14 white sources is right around enough for Wedding Announcement on 3 pretty consistently. And we don't take that much damage from our lands, and our lands don't need a battlefield tap too often. So I think it's just great.